Hi guys, so this is the long-awaited makeup tutorial that I know that you want and you know that you deserve. Now, this is the foolproof 10 out of 10 will get you compliments all day long makeup because after so much trial and error of me doing my makeup every day, this is the look. By the way, this is after about 6 hours with absolutely no touch-ups. Alright guys, so we are starting off super strong with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the only primer that exists to me. Next is the NYX Pro Fix Stick Color Corrector. I'm going to put this anywhere I want to be a little bit extra bright. I like to let it sit for a second, blend it out with a beauty blender, put a little bit on the back of my hand and smooth it over some breakouts just to act as a nice base underneath the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm starting off with a color matched one to my skin tone and gonna blend that out. A huge trick with my makeup style is that there is so much blending involved. I have cut out so many minutes of me just blending, and I think that is the longest part of my routine. It's just the blending. So I start out there, brighten up the center of my face, and I go in with a lighter shade. I think this is literally the lightest shade that they make. I am not scared of flashback, and you shouldn't be either. I also poked myself in the eye there. There's no place like home and no such thing as a perfect foundation shade. So I'm going to mix the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Foundation with the NYX Blurring Foundation and put it on the outer perimeter of my face. You guessed it, more blending. This is going to be a recurring theme here. Next up is the NYX Wonder Stick. I actually have almost nothing left in this, but this is for like the fair skin shade. They have a bunch of them available, but I use that one. It's actually a little bit warm for me, but still works anyway. I have nothing left like in that. I have to get a new one ASAP, but I'm putting it underneath my cheekbones, jawline, forehead, and underneath my nose. I actually think this is a little bit warm for nose contour, but I've been doing it lately and likely will continue to. It is very, very easy to blend, and I like that. I'm also putting this on the very sides of my nose, and I'm blending this all with my finger. I do use a brush later on, so this is not the final product of the nose contour. Next, we're going to go in, wait for it, yep, so it's, this is the Revlon Smoky Rose lipstick. I'm using this as a blush. I feel like if you have reddish hair, oh my gosh, also works as a contour, I've heard. So let's talk powder. This is the Huda Beauty Light Pink Baking Powder. I really like this. I think I have more pinky undertones, so this goes great for me. And I put this everywhere. Just like hot sauce, you put it on everything. I put this powder literally everywhere. Speaking of powder, I use the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Blush and the Nudegasm palette. I go right over what I just did with the cream stuff. I love the Charlotte blush because it's a little bit purpley. This is the NYX Matte Finishing Spray. So going in with NYX again for my brows. You guys, doing my brows has gotten so much easier since I finally grew them back in full. I still tweeze them to be pretty thin, but I had my brows shaved from the time that I was 13. I grew them back very temporarily a couple years ago, shaved them again, brought them back this year. It has been amazing. But yeah, this is the NYX pencil in black. I also check it from afar. If you use a little mirror like me to do your makeup and stay focused on one thing, that's good, but be sure to check it from a distance. I don't know who told you that you need a fancy pencil eyeliner. You absolutely don't. Any of them will work. This is from the dollar store. There are certain things worth splurging on. A pencil liner, I don't believe, is one. Alright, this is in a little bit of a weird order, but we're taking this palette from Jeffree Star, the one that hit pan, that one shade. We're finishing up that nose contour. I did not forget about it. This is just to set what I did and take a little bit of concealer and highlight it. Guess how many brushes I used for my eyes total? It's 4. We're going to take that same very shade that I used right before this to do my nose contour, and we're just going to put that all over the eyelid, but not on the very corner. Everywhere else, though. Absolutely. And check it from afar. More blending. And then we're going to take an even darker brown. This is like an almost brown, kind of like an espresso bean brown. And focus more towards the crease. Almost making a little C shape. From the corner of my eye where I had put the pencil liner, blending it out over and over and over again. So now we're taking a littler brush and a black eyeshadow and making an even smaller C shape at the outer part of my eye. And you guessed it, blending over and over and over. I also pull this out a little bit to almost shape my eyeshadow to where my eyeliner is going to be. Drag it down below a little bit to make that liner not look so harsh. Progress check. So next is a bone shade on that flat brush and on my brow bone. Blending it out again and again and again. I don't think that mascara is that important because I wear big lashes, but I use both the Sky High and the Max Stack. The Max Stack I use on the bottom. I'll bring you in a little bit closer for the eyeliner. I use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I'm just realizing now I use a lot of NYX products. Anyway, so I'm creating the wing now, and I actually go in and I make it a little bit thicker and a little bit darker once I finish the other one. I've been into big eyeliner again as of late. Big wing and big lashes really, really pull a look together. Goodness. So I actually go in and make this even darker in just a second. I'm also into those little points that you can draw, and I like how it contrasts against the white eyeshadow that we put on the inner corner. Kiss Matte Velvet Lashes. These are not in the original packaging, and I think I got them at Target. I let them get really, really tacky. While I let them sit and get tacky, I'm going to do some like matte powder foundation. Oh, also, when you see me grabbing products, I'm using this like makeup storage spinny thing. Um, I love this thing so much, and it holds all of my immense collection of makeup. So let's talk lips. NYX Cold Brew Liner, it is the one thing that I absolutely swear by. If you take nothing from me makeup wise, take that cold brew. It is going to be your best friend. I think it is so flattering on everybody. I also have a full lip tutorial on here where I go a little bit more in depth. I use some extra products to zhuzh up what this liner would look like alone. But yeah, on the daily, it's usually just either this or lipstick in the center. So I don't work with any of these brands, by the way. I know I mentioned like NYX and Charlotte Tilbury a lot. I don't work with any of these people, but so I don't make a dime off of the recommendations. It's just stuff that I have loved and used for years. So if you do trust my recommendations, that makeup spinny thing, I do have an Amazon storefront, and I like to think I'm somebody who knows things that are a little bit, I don't know, just like savvy and forward to and chic, more importantly, to hold stuff in your house. And yeah, so if you'd like to check that out, I will leave that linked in the description. If you're looking to, I don't know, just improve the aesthetics of your living space, because I am very clearly married to my aesthetics. So I'm going over this liner a million times just to darken it a little bit. Um, in the very beginning of the video, that is how the liner fades out, and I had put on a lip balm, so it was a little bit shinier. This was also like 6 hours after I recorded this part that you're seeing now, me doing my makeup. But I like how cold brew fades out during the day, so I'm just like smushing it together. And the final reveal, which I love so very much. So good. I'm shaking right now because all the caffeine that I've had today is literally just hitting me. That white duo glue does take a second for it to get nice and tacky, so it is all good now, and that is the difference that one lash alone makes. And even while I'm having the caffeine shakes, that is how long it takes me to put on a lash. Trial and error. That's all it is trial and error and a very long time of doing that. A couple little adjustments, one final spray around of that NYX spray, and I'm going to feel a little bit fancy, so I'm going to use that Charlotte highlight onto my favorite part, which is taking my hair out of that headband. Finally, my curtain bangs are everything to me. Thank you so, so very much for watching. Please do let me know what you would like to see next, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.